Welcome back to another talk show, 1010 Baltimore. I am excited to be here this week. Each and every week we've been coming and we've been sitting down talking to different people who are doing positive things in the community. And this week I have the pleasure of talking to two beautiful young ladies. To my immediate right, Miss Lene Hopkins. And to my far right is Miss Leara Williams. You ladies are both from an organization that you've started called Love Have No Faces. That's correct?
Yes, sir.
Love Has No Face.
Yes.
All right, great. So tell me a little bit about the movement. Tell me about the organization.
Okay. It's basically a movement on love, of course. We want to bring awareness to just people everywhere. To touch base on love in different aspects. Like it's not just about one thing. Like loving yourself, loving family, loving friends, nothing in the community. Just in general, like just love because nowadays a lot of people don't know what love is, and it's a journey. Like and you want to take it with people and just
Leara, how would you describe or give information about the organization?
Basically, I would say that my sister and I are advocates of the community. We still are advocates of the community. We do different fundraisers and charity events, and we do different events far as doing charity events far as doing homeless events, going to the less fortunate. Partner with different organizations to, like she said, show love in a different light. It's not about relationships. It's not just about relationships. It's to actually show people that love is deeper than physical. So it's a movement more so as an organization because we want different people from different partnerships and different organizations to join us so we can show the community love.
Okay. So the interesting fact, and I love the shirts. I've been seeing it all over social media, different events y'all have done. The silhouette of a body with no face on it. So, and I'm guessing you kind of can help me understand. So, your premise for Love Has No Face is pretty much that anybody and everybody needs love, regardless of race, ethnicity.
Regardless of anything.
Right, regardless of anything. Okay. And what do you hope to accomplish with the movement of Love Has No Face?
No, seriously, so much because, I feel like, you first start loving with yourself or whatever, and that goes a long way because before you do anything with anybody else, you gotta know yourself, and it's like to touch base on, different things, and then make a good effect on people. I don't know, I can't really explain it or I've been trying to come up with things to say because love has no face can be everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know how to put it in words right now. Seriously, I always say to myself, how can I really just say what love has no face is and what I want to do with it because I want to do so much. Outside of that, I can have that's a love. I want to do stuff with the school, that's love. I want to teach people how to, go about stuff different ways, or whatever the case may be. It's a lot. It's so much. And you can interpret it your own way. That's why it's you can have your own definition, and she can, he can, everybody can. So it's broad. It's a broad topic. So that's the greatness of it too. So, yeah, but what we want to do with it, a lot.
So much.
So much.
The silhouette, the reason why we didn't want to put no face on it because we want people to use their imagination. Because everyone looks at love differently. My version of love is not her version of love. We go back and forth about it, but we come to a medium and be like, okay, well that's your version, so moving forward. I would say my biggest thing with the movement is unity and bringing back what I was raised from, because what we have now is not love. When I see all the hatreds and all the crime and I see all the problems that we have in society, I'm like, where's the love? So it was when we first started doing the t-shirts, so what do we put on these shirts? Love has no face.
Yeah, and I usually come up with the design stuff. I don't know if that's my little creative part, but for me personally, when I make the designs, okay, I got heart. This is what I thought it was saying, but I got heart because I got heart to love, I got heart to do love, like, does that mean I got love? And then, that may interpret it another way, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, okay. And then mind you, it's posted on the back of every shirt. I want it to be posted on the back of every shirt because I want it to mean something to you. Like, I don't want it to just be, it's not just a shirt just because. Like, I want you to want that shirt because, yes, like this one on the back says, I'm not afraid to love. And that one says, love me for me, not what you see. Because, that much, I want to represent you. Like, like, yeah. Oh, look at what I'm saying. Yeah. But, yeah, I just want people to want a brand to represent themselves. Like, something that they can relate to and feel. Definitely. Like, that's my hopes.
That's great. Anything you want to add?
Like, I think, I would say in the 6 months that we've been doing it, I learned every day what I want to do more for the movement. Because it's just started off with t-shirts. I'm like, oh, well, I think it's creative to start off with some t-shirts. And I was like, okay, we can do something more with it. So, we about to do our third event. So, in between doing our events, and people will see that we actually go and support them. We show love. Like, it's just different forms. So, you have an event coming up, all right, I'm going to take off, I'm coming. Because I think one of the biggest things that people lack is support. So love has no face, like to support. Like that's one of the biggest things too with love has no face. Oh, you got an event? All right, where's that? How much is it? If I can't make it, I'll pay for a ticket for somebody else to come. I hate when people say Black Lives Matter because all lives matter. I will support anyone if you allow love has no face to be a part of it. So it's not, and when people say I want to be a part of Love Has No Face. Love Has No Face probably want to be a part of you. So how are we about to coincide? It's about building partnerships.
And that's what we want to do, like, put people on too as well. Like, we not the hottest people out here yet, but we want to build people up with us. Like, if we got connections, we want you to have connections too. Like, if you need something, we got you. Like, if you want the same return, like, just general support. Like, because everybody needs it, for sure. Like, definitely.
So when you look at, because I'm on social media quite a bit, and I look at a lot of different things. You're gonna see a little bit of everything on social media. So, but when you look at people who say, somebody's hating on you, there's a lot of hate. People put posts on Facebook and say, "Oh yeah, I know my haters watching. I know my haters listening." So it becomes the thing of we say hating, but really, I think what you just said kind of explains it more. It's really a lack of support.
Yes.
So because someone doesn't have support, they feel like the person is hating.
Yes.
And that may not necessarily be the case. Do you find that when you talk to people about Love Has No Faces, that you find that the people who lack support are assuming that people are hating on them?
No, not for us.
Okay.
Not for us personally. I don't say if you don't support me, you hate me. Not at all. I just feel like people don't know how to support their own. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I get deeper because like it's so many like for us to start this is how I found out about different artists and different other things that's going on because I don't know. Like I never knew but a lot of Black owned businesses and stuff and I should be supporting them instead of like Ralph Lauren and all the designer stuff and all that. Like that's what we know. That's what we used to. People don't know to support. Look for stuff in your community. Like go to this event or buy this person's stuff instead of going to what what we know. So I think that's a problem too.
I think people like trends.
Right.
Trends are very popular with people. If it's not trendy, it's not popular, I don't want to support it.
Right.
If it's not on the TV, I don't want to be a part of it.
Right.
Like, even from the beginning, when we first had our launch party, I don't know how we did it. Like, in a month and a half. We had like over 120 people come out just from us going to different events. The people that were not a part during the transition, I didn't think we were hating. I just thought that, they didn't know. Like she said, they really didn't know. People don't know, so they assume that they're hating. If you don't come to one of my events, I don't think you're a hater. I think you probably was busy that day. Like it's not that deep to think that someone is hating on me. I mean, some people may do, but I've never encountered it. But I don't think it's that, and I think that a lot of people are so negative, so they will use it as hate. Like, what are you negative for? Like, why do you think that person hate on you? Because you did something and you didn't get the reaction that you were looking for. That's people's problems. Like, my passion is going to be different than your passion, but since we don't have the same passion, you're not going to probably be enthused as I would be because we have two different passions and two different visions in life. I'm different. I'm excited about everybody. Somebody got an anime paper, let's go something. Everyone's not like that though. So you can't expect for society to be like that because they're not. Sounds like it's
Now, how long ago did y'all start the movement? When was the movement?
6 months ago.
6 months, okay.
September 29th.
Okay.
2015.
All right. And y'all said y'all done 3 events?
It's about to be our third event. Third event will be April the 30th because I'll make empowerment segment from Love Has No Face.
Okay. So tell us about the first 2 events. What did y'all do? How was it?
So the launch party
Yes,
was
December 13th.
yeah, and that was just, for us to, of course, put Love Has No Face out there to bring people together to see something different. And it was really crazy because we brought people who, they used to go to parties and just listening to music or whatever the case may be. They came and sing performances. It was like, great vibes, networking, like they met great people. Everybody loved it because it was something different and they were not expecting it. Like, a lot of people was like, I was not expecting that. It was really great. So,
He was expecting a party. I think it was better to love in the room. I didn't have security. I didn't have nothing. Like, people just really just came and enjoyed themselves and wanted an after party because they enjoyed themselves so much. Nova had hosted it. We had Illustrate. We had Alex, Sir Alex, he performed. We had a girl named Brian perform, a girl named Ron perform, Josh performed, Connie performed, Cools performed, and we had a lot of great artists. But what I wanted to do, because I was already in the like one of the different shows, they already have a platform here, and not even just a platform, they already had supporters. So I wanted to bring the people that I knew to see why I like poetry and art so much. So it made them gag a little bit like, oh, you really brought all these people out. I really didn't have so many people that I knew. I didn't know half of them there. I just went to their events or different events that they had. So that was a success. And then our Women Empowerment Second was January and February. That event was February 27th at Mirror's Lounge. We made it a small, intimate event. We didn't want a lot of women because the topics that we were going to talk about, we wanted them to feel comfortable. So it was only open for 60 women, about like 45 to 50 came. We had local women artists. We only had women artists. We had like Truth, she performed. We had a new artist named Brew. We had Fran, she performed. Deleste, she performed. I performed. That was my first time performing ever, and I booked people. I'm not a poet. I'm just a girl that write my truths down on paper from time to time. So it turned out we well did it. We made it a questionnaire type segment where all the women wrote down certain questions and they put it in the basket and we took it out, and I had a motivational speaker. She came and she was my motivational speaker, her first platform, and it turned into a really good event. And our Men Empower, like I told you, is April 30th. That is, we have 7 different male business vendors. And we have people like Truth Outfitters, he's gonna be there, Jafari Beads, we have a new Curtis Ladon, we have
Robert.
Robert.
Robert A. Douglas, he has a book. Who else? Godly Apparel, that's clothing.
We said everybody. Yeah, and then Connie is our motivational speaker. He normally is used to doing poetry, but we asked him to do a twist, so he's gonna do a motivational speaking segment. And then I'm asking all male businessmen, even women, but I wanted to be focused on my kings that day to come out because it's gonna be a network.
And then photography is gonna be by a guy named Paul. Like he's somebody new. Like again, it's but what did we say? Oh no, I was thinking about like Aisha. Like she was the first in a woman empowerment event. She was that was her first time doing motivational speaking. Like Paul, this is his first time doing like a big event. I think Garland Pearl Maurice, that's his first time like going to a big event. Like yeah, we just try to put.
We push people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
we
was
see
like
the love, like we love them that much. Like
we
you're
don't
gonna be great.
Like we want you to be a vendor, so keep you like we want to, like because we want you to put yourself out there. Like come on, we want to get you up there. So.
And that's coming up on when?
April 30th.
At Sabian's Event Hall, 3924 Frederick Avenue. It's going to be from 3 to 7. Early bird tickets are $15. It's going to be for the next 2 weeks. After it's $20, and at the door will be $25.
Okay, all right, cool. Now, when you look at the unrest we had roughly around almost this time last year, and looking at the organization that you started back in September, like, where do you see Love Has No Face like really fitting in? Like, do you feel like with this movement that you'd be able to create enough events or enough movement that you would have so many people love-centered, you know, kind of starting to have a mindset of, you know, let's start loving one another. Like, how can we really use this movement to start helping some of the young people who don't have love in their heart or in their home?
Okay, so let me just say we didn't forget David. Definitely forgot my friend David E. Carter. He does a lot. Like he works with the Millennial Coalition, like in DC or whatever. So he's trying to like have something in August for a Millennial March. So he has like different connects and stuff. So it's like I feel like he, like, you know, as far as the certain vendors that we have connections with, so okay, we can do something with this person to try to, you know, get with the youth and do this and that and the third. And I just started like working inside of the school system. Like that's what I really want to, I don't know exactly what I'm doing like right now, but I'm really trying to get inside of the school system so I can start like a program or something, because I just went to a school last week and I was like, like I need to do something. So again, I don't know how, but I really want to like start a program or something for like kids, and so they can learn to love themselves and to how to go about stuff in the world, you know, when they get out of school, whatever the case may be. But that's how I know I want to start.
It's happening on my end. I get emails all the time. I would say from the men empowerment event. Because like I said, people gag from the launch party, like, oh, it's great. But by people know the old year.
Okay.
So it's like now that they see me doing this and I changed, it's like, oh, she changed. I know her background was horrible.
Right.
So I'm going to support her because she don't even carry herself the same way. I get text messages like, thank you for posting that. Like what I realized by me sharing my truth, it helps other people. So since I'm touching these women and these men that I don't even know, and they say thank you for posting that. Like even I would use myself again. Like I told y'all, I don't feel like I'm a poet. I just did a poem for my performance to make the women feel comfortable. I put it on Facebook. I got 129 shares, and I got people like dope artists just like, can you do my show? And I'm like, no, that's me. But I realized by me writing my truths down, it helps other people. So if I keep on sharing my story, but in different segments, it'll help people. And in the summertime, we have a segment called Partner to Partner. So I am going to deal with different organizations that deal with the school system, that deal with broken women, broken men, single mothers, single fathers. So that's on my plate now. And I also she doesn't know that. I created an actual agenda for an after-school program. I'm just trying to figure out the right school or recreation center that I want to deal with.
Yeah, we did try though. We definitely already tried.
Don't say no, but now since people see that we are doing well, now people want to work with us because now they're intrigued by Love Has No Face.
Wow.
So it's working.
That's good. That's good. All right, that's great. Now, when you look at all the activities, like I was talking about from like Freddie Gray, when you look at police brutality, which has spiked up tremendously, when you look at the amount of shares and views that these media outtake and World Star Hip Hop videos, I was on social media this morning and somebody posted a fight between a teacher and a student, you know. And when you see these types of things, does that make you cringe? Does that say, "Oh, we need to get out there more"? Like,
Yes.
we need to get this
Yes.
You know, because that type of stuff is where you see, okay, there's a lack of love here.
Yeah,
There's a lack of,
absolutely.
you know, somebody just didn't have enough compassion to say, you know, let me find a different way to approach this. You know, and I think it's very tremendous what you guys are doing, what you ladies are doing, and I love the movement. And I just want to know from y'all, like, where do you want to go in years to come? Like, where do you want Love Has No Face to go?
Okay, so I'll speak first. So, me personally, well, knock. Just know that our merchandise will be in a store.
Okay.
So, that's one. I do want to open up a personal recreation center because growing up, we had recs to go to.
Right.
They don't even have recs to go to.
Right.
So, I'm trying to fund and deal with someone from the state to actually do that because it's all about funding. And after this year, our proposal will be so great. People are going to want to actually do it.
Right.
And by us throwing our stuff out there, we're using our own money and actually showing people that, hey, you can come from something and make something out. I think the biggest thing too is that people like honesty. So if I keep on being honest with people, we can keep on reaching out. So the recreation center is a big thing I want to do, and actually having Love Has No Face all over. I don't want it to just be a Baltimore thing. I want everybody to know about Love Has No Face. I want people to actually work with us. You want to work with us. It's a privilege now for you to work with me.
Right.
It's not a privilege for me to work with you.
Right.
You know that Love Has No Face will be a great asset to you, your business, and your life yourself. I want to touch hearts in a way that they didn't even think nobody could touch it. Because that's the problem. People don't know how to touch their own heart. So long as I touch your heart with technology, I'm cool with that.
I mean, I see the same thing. Of course, I don't want it to just be Baltimore based. I want it to be everywhere it can be. I wouldn't mind it being a book about, you know, different things. The boutique. A lot of stuff. Like I want to, of course, not just T-shirts. I'm gonna have more mugs and stuff, like cute little things like that. Like just small to big, like everything.
So ideally, the goal is really to create awareness.
Yes.
So you're creating awareness about love. You want people to know that, hey, listen, love is important.
Yes.
No matter the skin color, no matter what you look like, no matter where you came from, no matter whether you're from over east or over west, no matter where you are, love should still have presence.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, and know that love is not just. I feel like people don't think deeper, into a lot of things, and they gotta get there.
Right.
I mean, it might be hard because a lot of people don't go there, but it's deeper, and what you see on the surface, it's deeper there.
Love is seen in the physical.
Right.
Now, do y'all have people reaching out to y'all like for relationship advice? Somebody call like, hey, y'all got the Love Has No Face, and I'm dealing with some
She's a
situations.
single woman.
Okay, all right.
No.
I guess because when people have conversations with them, because the first thing that people don't even say Lear, they're like, oh, Love Has No Face. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
what do you think about this? But being as though I'm an extrovert, I don't fit in a box.
Right.
I can give you advice. And I hate when people be like, well, you single, how can you give advice? You know, I can be smart. I don't tolerate nonsense. And I think that people tolerate nonsense. And I think that people have the wrong perspective of love. So all I can do is just give you logical information. Like, why are you with a person that beat on you? Do I have to answer that? Oh. Why are you with a person that cheats on you? Do I have to answer that? Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not hurt, love does not hurt. So when people get mad at me when I go, okay, let's look up Webster's, let's look at love, because what you think love is, it's not. You settle. I hate that people settle. That's the first thing I tell anybody is, why are you settling? And I have to also think too, you have to look at what you have to offer. You cannot expect for people to have, you gotta have a car, you have this, that, and you don't have that.
Right.
So my biggest advice is, did you take the time to fall in love with yourself before you are able to fall in love with someone else? Are you so self-full that you're able to be selfless? And people are like, what does that mean? Okay, self-full. I have this jug of water. This is my gallon of water, right? I give you a cup, I give you a cup. I'm still filled with love, and I have a cup. So we got 3 cups, but I still have my gallon of water. I'm still so self-full because I still have my cup, but I'm able to offer you more water. People give out the whole jug of water and didn't even pour enough for themselves and then be hurting because the situation didn't last.
Wow.
You did not become self-full. You became selfless. So you lost yourself.
Wow.
All your water gone. When did you fall in love with it? When did you learn that I can share with you, but I can't give you all my energy? It's my water. I'm going to share it, but you can't have all of it.
Right.
And if people look at life that way, they'll be able to love. I hate when people say, I don't even like the word hate. I hate when people be like, you need to take time to do this. No. Because we are self-full. I look at situations like, okay, that happened. I learned from it, moving forward. I'm not about to cry over no spilled milk. You wipe that up, go pour another glass, and let's move forward.
Anything you want to add today? I like that. I like the analogy, the illustration. I like all that. And so I can have a self-full. I'm gonna use that again. I'm gonna repeat that again. Self-full, right?
Yes.
All right, self-full.
So I mean, I just want to say, like, you see how she runs it down and goes through it. I learned from this lady, like, this is what I was saying. Like, I'm 22, she's 27. Like, I just started. I mean, I feel like, of course, I love myself over, like, whatever the case may be, but it's deeper. Like, this girl really, like, as far as relationships, got me to what she just said. Like, I'm starting to love myself in a way that I'm not going to allow a guy to do whatever the case may be. Like, I give my all to the wrong people, and it's like, you can't do that. You gotta look at certain things and really, like, not settle or whatever the case may be, even though it's hard. And that it's hard because you like what you like and you want to do what you want to do at the end of the day. But if you really want something real, I feel like just for my personal, my personal growing as I am today and moving forward, like, I feel like low-key people are going to settle in a way because nobody's perfect. But when you, like, if you pay attention to your situation and you see the wrong and all that stuff, but you still deal with it, then that's on you, whatever the ending is going to be. Like, but if you pay attention to your situation, you see the wrong and you get yourself out of it before the damage is like too much. It's like you can be good, whatever. I'm just speaking from my behalf. And it's like, love yourself. Know what you want, stick to it, and don't settle. But again, like I said, I feel like low key you settle a little bit, but just don't fall so hard and lose yourself while you're trying to love other people or love
So how would you define love? Like, if somebody says so tell me how do I know if I'm being loved, or how do I even start to even begin to love myself? Like, how do I define what love is? How would you give
love
that?
Is energy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the energy that you take in, it's the energy that you give.
Right.
If when people are like, oh, your vibes are bad, that's the energy. Love starts with the energy. And when people are like, you can't just fall for someone right away. Wow. What if I love that energy? Like, what is that? What if I fell in love with that energy and it was easy for me to fall in love with them? Because you want to grow with that person. I hear people like, you got to learn a person. You want to grow with a person. When you get older, you have to grow with a person because the person is going to change. Love is the most priceless and beautiful thing that you can give to a person. Friendship, relationship, co-worker, associate, a stranger, you should always give love. You should love everyone. I do not like people like, no, you should. Yes, you should. I can say be in love with everyone, but you should love everyone.
Right.
You should have enough love within your heart that you want to give love to everyone, because that's the best reward to give a person.
I hate when people say certain people don't deserve love. Everybody deserves love, no matter how bad of a person they may be, because they might not know love themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why they are how they are, because they don't know love. And it's like, they deserve it. They need to learn it. It's hard for people to learn love. That's why I feel like love is just the biggest thing ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't get through a lot of stuff without, I feel like, knowing yourself. And to know yourself is to love yourself.
So I've heard things like, I love you, but I don't necessarily like you. So is it possible to love somebody and not like them? How is that possible? How do you love somebody and not like them? Give me an example.
I'm gonna get deep.
All right, go ahead.
I love my mother.
Okay.
I do not like her.
Oh, watch it. She might see this show.
She can see it. She's aware.
All right.
I love her that she gave me birth.
Okay.
I love her mistakes that it formed me to be the woman that I am.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like the decisions that she has made for herself as a woman.
Mm.
But I love her because that's my mother. And I
Right.
want to always remember that's my mother. And even though she doesn't give me the energy that I feel like she should convey, I give that energy. I took her negatives and made it to a positive.
Right.
So I love her. I love everyone.
Right.
But do not like her.
Right.
And I'm always going to love her. Always. So it's able. It's possible.
Yeah, I feel like that's with anybody. Like you just. It depends on the person, I guess, because we just full of love. I don't know,
I
but
don't like certain things to do.
right, like I don't like that you don't open the door for me, but I love you. Like I don't like that you don't, but compliment me every day. You know, that's not real, but but I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like people still,
Right.
love people but don't like certain stuff that they give me. Like,
So, but we should love everybody, right?
Yes.
All right. So I guess that would be if you're out. You're both ladies, right? And I'm sure you've been in situations where you've had that, psst, shorty, mama,
Right.
let me get your number.
Right.
So when you don't give the number, it's not because you don't love them, it's just because you don't like them. Is that
Right.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be that. Okay, that would be that.
Approach. I didn't know them to not like them.
Right.
Okay.
I didn't know I didn't like their approach.
Okay,
So now I'm still gonna love you afar, but I don't like you because you. Hey, how you doing?
okay.
I'm not upset. I ain't Liera. Like I don't know who this is. I don't know who chocolate is.
Okay.
Hey, chocolate. What's that? No.
Yeah. Okay. So if you love the person and like the person, then they can get the number. Is that the premise really? Is that it?
They approach me well. That's a different story.
Okay, got you. All right. Yeah, but again, I love the movement. I love the fact that you started with the branding of the movement, the clothing line, because I see that's where you kind of was passionate about. I've seen a lot of the gear online on social media, the T-shirts and things. So I think it's wonderful what you're doing. And do y'all have plans like to start going out into the community to sell the shirts? Or y'all giving shirts away, or
No, we sell them.
you sell them? And how much do you sell the shirts for?
The tie-dye shirts are $25. The other shirts that we have that. And we have
two basic
two basic t-shirts. They're $20. All the proceeds that we get, so it goes back to the community. Like we don't pocket it. It's like we have events all the time.
We have a hoodie.
Oh yeah, we have a hoodie.
It's $30.
Okay, all right.
So also all proceeds, like I said, goes back into the community with different projects that we use. And now, at first, like people weren't buying that, but now everybody wants to love Has No Face t-shirt.
Well, yeah, 'cause I want one now. I want the hoodie, the T-shirt.
All that.
Yeah. So, and I'm definitely interested as well in the event. So definitely keep in touch and let me know what events you have coming up and going on. Now you also talked about feeding the homeless. Is that one of the events
Yes,
that?
we did a jump out. We called it jump out.
Okay.
So I used to live like by Washington Boulevard, and there was like a lot of less fortunate people that stayed underneath the bridge. And what I realized about me and my siblings, empathy is our best friend.
Okay.
It's not we'll feel sorry for empathy. So it was like, okay, let's go make some care packages. So we got these real big old Ziploc bags. We put a toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, cookies. Cause I was like, you probably be hungry. Water.
Little scrub thing.
Yeah, the wipes.
With.
We did everything, and we personally, I didn't want to do a big event yet because I felt like it's not personal. I'm so personal when it comes to people with love. We actually got out and talked to everybody. Hey, what you doing? Somebody told me to sit on the bus stop just chilling. I'm like, all right, so I sat next to him and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna give you this. And we gave it to so many people, like they was running to each other, like, what you get in your bag? And I had extra stuff in my trunk, so I was like, well, let's just give them the extra stuff.
Wow.
So then I realized, like, I don't want to feed the homeless. I think that's pretty cool, but I want to know why you're homeless. What happened? Because most people that lost everything came from nice backgrounds, some of them. Like, some of them just got lost and lost the love because they didn't see it. They didn't see it.
Wow. So what kind of feedback did y'all get from that? Did y'all get a lot of testimonies from the people y'all actually gave the care packages to? And now have y'all been soliciting to get people on board to help you guys with, to help you ladies with passing out?
Yeah.
You say you do?
I just posted it last week. I'm about to do another since it's getting warm outside, and so many people, when they seen the video, they're like, I want to be a part. I want to be a part. I want to win, so like everybody comes to my house, we like do a whole bunch of things and do drop balls. I don't knock people that do big old events, like do your thing. But I want to talk to these people. You don't have time to talk. It's like, okay, everyone's a number. I don't want nobody to feel like a number. I want you to feel important that day.
Right.
So I'm about to make this real big old event. Like I need other organizations, that's how serious it's about to be, to actually come and join in and do this event with me. And then drop off.
Oh, that's good. Anything y'all, we about to wrap up, so is there anything y'all would like to share about the movement, anything you forgot, you want to definitely put out there? Do you need volunteers for anything? I mean, at this time, you can give your contact information, any final thoughts, words?
Contact us. Our contact telephone number is 443-990-1315. And you can go on our website, contact us, come straight to our phones at www.lovehasnoface.com. Our Instagram is lovehasnoface.com 2015.
Love has no face.
Oh Lord, Love Has No Face, my bad. It's Love Has No Face 2015, my bad. My personal IG is Leara, Leairra, and
Mine is LA_NEI.
oh, and on Facebook,
Oh yeah.
I'm Leara Williams, and that's Lene Hopkins.
LANEI.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, ladies, I thank you both for taking the time to come out and talk to little old me. Yeah, so, yeah, I thank you both. All right.
Thanks.
I guess I'm just disappointed in me for actually trusting you. Believing that you could actually change, believing you would retire your game and refrain from your lies. Your excuses, your women misuse. But see, I couldn't see how your Assassin's Creed presented no unity. So instead you black flagged me and I was standing in the middle of the battlefield, battle-born beyond flesh and blood. You see, you're trampling in and out of our lives. And your muddy tracks were left intact. See, I was so caught up in you that I would not allow another man through. See, I was afraid that he would use the same tactics and deploy the same habits, and so I stood there, waiting on you like Jack the Rabbit while you played duck hunt, imitating intimacy with this one and that one and those ones. Man, you outdated your Nintendo gun. See, you play Black Ops with women like it were your Call of Duty warfare. And you'd cry and complain, I'd play mouse in your game. But these were the same cat tricks. Your other chicks labeled me your main chick, side piece. But I played whichever because I was your hobby. And there were no loitering charges because I was your lobby, your 007 chick, your ride or die piece, but you Grand Theft Auto me, 1 through 5 until I got tired of the ride. And from start to finish, your game diminished me. See, it seemed eclectic how we connect. See, he say, this is not a game, girl. And all along he's playing Game Boy, advancing me to the next level. PS3, no, you will not PlayStation me. Play me like the next station after the chick before me. Cheat codes for Sega Genesis, your game is imminent, your Mortal Kombat, you finished me. And so like Scorpion, you yell for me, get over here. Every time you'd fear that a good man was near. You Xbox me with lock and key, and so your Xbox seemed to be all I need. But I'd leave every time you clearly put one of your side chicks before me. But it happened so often that I believed that a side chick was how you saw me. So I told the kids, Mr. Capcom is no good for me. See, you were the Pac-Man whose clothes I'd pack time and time again. But suddenly I feel the need for speed. Every time you pinball me, manipulating steel balls, see, I am not coin operated. Game fact, I was custom made. But you never kept your promises. In fact, you presented yourself harmless. See, I grilled you from the start, but then handed you the key to my heart, allowing you in and introducing you to my kin. You played Mario and my Luigi. There was no room on the road for Toad or Yoshi because you Donkey Kong any man that would get close to me. See, that way we could continue to pretend while you hustled up women and dragged along my feelings, setting me and the kids to decide. Taking us all for a ride as you played and decide which woman you would keep for the day. See, that way they would never know that we were all caught up in the same mess that you distressed your trivial pursuit. So words with friends was how you kept it. And playing out your mental seems intrepidity. I was your final fantasy, but it was a fallacy as you played the phantom and would not let up until it was blood you see. Sucking the life right from me. Retracting my halo, and like Atari, it was hard for me to finally let go. But see, gaming was not designed for me. And playing games I was not destined to be. I am the only legend, not Zelda. So there's no need for me to raise hell so that this man sees that Majora's Mask was not meant for me. See, you chose the Monopoly League. Like a game of chance, taking a chance that we would always be, but instead you see game stops eventually. And my representation of an exclusive edition of the Symphony of a Goddess propels my man mentally, physically. And while you don't have to play video games to understand that you cannot play games with a good woman. See, she knows to follow her man closely, like Tails, and he's her supersonic. But if gaming is your aim, man, you better aim straight past this good woman until you played your last game and ready to console the game and control your aim, your joysticks, and remain your left goes right, your up, down, your left goes right, your up, down, A, B, select, start, A, B, B, B. Ready to ask this good woman, would you marry me? Thank you.